Hey there, fellow watchers. It's me, Whitey, and tonight on Born to Watch, we're getting our asses to Mars for the 1990 sci-fi epic Total Recall. Gal's already laughing at me. Why are you laughing, Gal? Fucking hell. This is a good start. Gal's literally pissing himself at me. This is peak Schwarzenegger. There is no bigger star on the planet, both physically or at the box office in 1990. And as such, we've got the whole team together for the first time in 2025. G-Man, have you finished chuckling at me?
I have.
Okay, good.
Wasn't at you.
Okay.
It was a general chuckle.
It's just a general chuckle. Okay,
Yeah.
welcome.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, great. Looking forward to dissecting Arnie here in his prime.
It will be good. Sir Dimmy.
Yes.
First, this is it's not. Is this your first go?
No, because I came on about the 8th of January.
Oh no, we did Last Jedi.
We did. Oh yeah, great movie.
Great movie.
Number 2 worst that we've ranked. Or was it number 1?
0.75 on the rank bank.
Got a good deserved right down the bottom there.
It did. Welcome back though.
Yes, thanks.
And wow, I don't know how long it's been with technical issues, general malaise. Dan on the land, back. How are you, mate?
How did those Whitey licks himself out drops go?
Mate, surprisingly well. I think, I don't know why though, but a lot of the downloads were from one ISP.
Oh,
They nailed it down in Eleonora.
right.
About 80% of the downloads come from one ISP in Eleonora.
Was that Moggy 202?
Could have been Moggy, might have been Oggy 202.
She's a
Moggy and Oggy.
Yeah. No, look, if you've listened to last week's episode, Dan got a little bit of feedback on the solo pods. A couple of people were very pleased with them.
Oh, Jesus. Right.
A whole two.
I stand corrected. But yes, obviously.
Was Whitey one of them? Whitey was one of them.
I had a bit of a full start. Tried to get ET done, actually put in a bit of effort. And that was bullied to me for trying because technically let me down. I had to go down to Harvey Normal and get a new fucking router. But now I'm back. I'm back on the air. I was thinking about getting Starlink because I'm regional and apparently everyone has to get that. But then he did the old Zig Hail and I thought that guy can fuck off.
Yeah, no,
Let's not go fake news here.
Okay. We saw it from 3 different angles. He definitely is the guy.
He went, my heart goes out to you.
My heart will go on.
It was pretty obvious.
It was Titanic.
I've heard a couple of apologists say that he's a retard, so we should just leave him alone. But he's a little bit of a maniac.
He may be a robot.
Yeah. No, he has got something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We, of course, are Born to Watch, the movie podcast where we don't take the movie or ourselves too seriously, except Sir Dimmy.
During the Snobs report.
Which is back for the first time in 25.
I'm glad that you didn't try and attempt it.
Well, of course I'm not going to.
Boy, we really needed a Snobs report last
for
week.
ET.
Yeah,
we needed you're not
Dirty
Dirty Harry, but ET was a big one.
Yeah. Well, you're not qualified.
No, and we couldn't.
None of you have been to Snobs University.
No.
Snobs City High.
No.
Snobs University.
Yeah.
Snobs City High.
I'm glad you didn't try because, yes, it would have been dangerous.
Yeah.
School of Hard Snobs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, welcome back. I'm sure I can speak for at least 3 of us saying that we're really looking forward to the Snobs report.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gentlemen, 1990 film, overs and unders. This was a blockbuster. I've set the... I love it when we throw to Damo first. Set the overs and unders here, 35.
Oh, good God.
Okay, I'm going to start with you, Sir Dimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Overs and unders, 35. And do you remember your first watch or what's your relationship with Total Recall?
Yep. I remember him first watch. This was 1990. This is Forestville RSL, Tuesday nights.
Yeah, good one.
And I think I'm on about 5.
That's good. I tell you what, that's right on the knocker. 5 sevens, 35.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go.
Right on the knocker.
Yeah.
Damo years.
Dog's ears, yes.
Up on the land, Dan, what are your overs and unders 35? Remember first seeing it? What's your relationship?
But yeah, I didn't miss much on the revisit. I was able to quote it back fairly much verbatim. Wouldn't have a fucking clue when I first saw it, but would have been hanging out with you at Reprobate. So I'm thinking either under the ping pong table in Woodwood Street or down at Amble Whitey. Yes, very fond. I reckon I have seen it south of 35, but not much.
Well done. G-Man, same question. Over and under 35.
Same thing. Amble Whitey or Under the Ping Pong Table was where we saw it. Or maybe the movies, year 10.
I don't think we saw it at the movies. I reckon this is
remember.
video.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I'm running with 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very specific.
Very specific.
Yeah.
Well, got to remember, so when this came out at the movies, it was rated R.
Oh, right.
Right, so it was R-rated. So for us, we were only 15, 16-year-olds in 1990. Damo was 30.
Yep, 38.
But we didn't see it at the cinemas. Saw it definitely on VCR and watched it a lot. A lot. I've seen this north of 50 quite comfortably. I'd say between 50 and 60 times would have seen this. This is another late night darling of the video shop.
When's the last time you would have seen it?
I watched this in full a couple of years ago.
Right.
Yeah, in full a couple of years ago. Now, Father of the Year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Father of the Year.
Did she like it?
Isabel loved this.
Really?
Yeah, Isabel gave this 4 out of 5.
Whoa.
She said this
High
is one
praise,
of, the,
Belle.
one of the best movies she's ever seen.
Wow.
And she thoroughly enjoyed. Megan was absolutely appalled that we were watching it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't turn her away. She was in.
I mean, it's a bit of blood and guts.
A lot of blood and guts. And
swearing.
you know what? It's so over the top that you can get away with it, I think.
It's
Some of the violence is uber violent.
so
It's just
Verhoeven.
it is so Verhoeven.
Yeah.
Ultimately Verhoeven. All right. Well done. I'm not at all surprised that we're around those numbers. G-Man, why don't you tell us about Total Recall?
I've got a couple of taglines here for you. They stole his mind. Now he wants it back.
Yeah.
Get ready for the ride of your life.
Oh, that's like could be any movie.
Yeah, any movie. Now, bear with me on the.
That was it. That were the taglines for this movie.
Do we
but
have a
that's the
15
tagline.
second forward button on the podcast?
For your
Because whenever on the rare occasions I listen to this fucking calamity on Spotify, I usually hit 15 seconds ahead on this part.
That's company, isn't it? Yeah, maybe you need to put a little bit more effort into your voice.
Well, I will. I'm going to go full voice, but bear with me.
Full
'cause
voice.
This is a long first sentence
Oh.
for this movie synopsis. Arnold Schwarzenegger explodes out of the year 2084 AD with gut-crunching, white-knuckle, non-stop action as he smashes his way through a horrifyingly real fantasy world, complete with a gorgeous but deadly wife, and into a mind-bending, nightmarish reality of a Martian mining colony ruled over by a terrorizing dictator who can alter reality to suit his whims.
Is that one
Wow.
sentence?
That's one sentence.
Wow.
The red planet erupts with rebellious mutants, the fire of an alluring and mysterious woman, and a vicious and savage enemy. In this film, directed by Paul Verhoeven, with special effects by Dreamcast, Academy Award for The Abyss, it's total war, total action, total Schwarzenegger, total recall.
Oh,
that's
I
pretty
tell you
good.
what, Gal, you've saved it.
Yeah, more
You
to
saved
listen to
it.
that then.
Red planet's ravaged with mutants.
Well, there's a lot of mutants.
Erupts with rebellious mutants.
Okay, that could have been the tagline. The red planet erupts with rebellious mutants.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah.
Better than
Or it
the
could have
ride of
said,
your life.
Do you know what it could have said? There's a girl with 3 tits in this movie.
Yeah, that's it. You had me at 3 tits.
Right? That
What
would
I'm
have been-
really after is a girl with 3 tits.
You never could beat me at Jen.
Well, Jack Burton, he'd be up there.
Low pan. Just wanted a girl with 3 tits and green eyes. That's all he wanted. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. After that incredible synopsis from the G-Man, let's watch the 1990 original theatrical trailer.
Nice.
Strap yourselves in.
For the ride of
The
your
red,
life.
the red planet's about to erupt
Yep.
with rebellious mutants.
Good God.
Eventually.
Arrest that woman!
Quaid. Cut.
Get ready for a surprise!
We can't let him run around. He knows too much. They've got your bug. I get a lock.
There!
And the bug's in your skull.
Take this thing out of the case and stick it up your nose.
Don't worry, it's self-guiding.
Okay. Good trailer.
Excellent trailer.
Action-packed trailer gives far too much of the movie away.
They're literally just trading on. It's Arnie at his peak, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's full of action. Come see it.
They again? I reckon they should have stopped. I'm your wife. You wouldn't kill me. Cut.
Yep.
Don't give away. Consider that a divorce. It's one of the best lines in the movie.
Yeah, that's right. Plus, pressing down on the bloody alien button to start the reactor
Yeah, gives it away.
And the lady 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I do remember that now watching the trailer, but that is a key point because when you're watching the show, you go, why are they kind of focusing on that lady in the background?
She's a bit out of the ordinary.
Yeah. It's a good surprise part.
Yeah. Dan, as a script writer, gives too much away.
Very much so. Yeah, that's a disappointing trailer. I think that we've seen some good trailers of late. I haven't because I'm never on the fucking thing, but the last time I was in the late 23s, I remember we had a couple of good runs of trailers, but yeah, that one was shit house.
Very disappointing. Critical thinking. IMDb rates Total Recall 7.5 out of 10. Certified fresh, 82% on the tomato meter with a 79% popcorn meter. The last few movies we've done, the critics have enjoyed it, or it's rated better from a critic's perspective than from the public. I would have thought this movie would have been the other way around.
I don't know. I think the critics would love this movie.
Mm.
It's high
pretty
concept,
cool.
and it's
seriously high
ambiguous, and it's definitely like, is he having a dream the whole time, or is it reality? Like, there's a lot of questions that may be in question time. I may have stepped on your ding-a-ling.
No,
yeah, it's really interesting, really high concept.
Yeah, no, Philip K. Dick, and we'll talk about him, I'm sure, in Ordinary People. And
Is he
He's the
Havener's
writer.
brother?
He would have.
that's his middle name,
K.
Havener. Philip K. Havener Dick.
I just wanted to let you know that that's not the last time we'll hear from Havener Dick tonight.
Oh, so funny. Got a couple reviews here. Got a bad review. Terry Francis of The Southern Voice.
Ooh.
Undoubtedly, the film will make millions, but Schwarzenegger still can't act worth a damn. And neither he
on Speedos.
and neither he nor anyone associated with the film can ever buy what they don't have. It's called class.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Grief.
That sounds like a woke review.
Arnie is not noted for being a great actor, but he's got the tone spot on in this.
Yeah, I
flick.
agree.
He's playing it a bit tongue in cheek, but not too much, and yeah, he's crushes it.
I was thinking while I was watching it last night, this would have been a fun movie to make.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They would have had a lot of fun on this movie.
All the playing dress ups.
Definitely, mate.
Yeah.
The whole thing. It'd be so much fun. A good review. Travis Johnston of Blunt magazine. Total Recall as a film and Verhoeven as a filmmaker both have serious thematic concerns beyond the simple, iconoclastic joy of throwing as much blood and boobs at the screen as they could get away with.
Well, blood and boobs.
The double Bs.
Yeah. Gee,
Double Bs.
can't deny that.
Yeah, I agree. It's high concept. There's a lot more, but there's a lot more to it than the blood and the boobs.
Definitely.
Yeah, okay. Well done. G-Man. Ordinary People.
We've already hit this a little bit. I mean, and we talked about Arnie a lot recently, so I want to throw it open to you guys. Arnie got his start. You know, Morg's alluded to it, that he's got the tone right here. He started off in the Conan movies, into Terminator, Red Sonja, Predator, that kind of thing. So he's the big action hero. This is really where he's starting to change. You know, you got into The Running Man as well. Then he starts to get into 1990 as well, Kindergarten Cop. So he starts changing. There's a bit more comedy. He's sort of opening himself up. What do you think? Like he's sort of changed. That's where he really changed his tune from
when I was looking at all his movies, I reckon it goes downhill from here. Like,
well, he does True
rapidly.
Lies. True Lies in 94.
I think
Terminator 2 in 91.
Well, yeah, but then I think
you're picking.
there's not much left in his then the rest of his just is shit. Twins and all that crap.
Oh, Twins is terrible. I hate Twins.
And Junior.
Junior's terrible.
Like
But that's the thing.
rubbish.
He goes from being a solid action
Yeah,
star
for
to
sure.
then changing
to be
into
that
the
comedy.
comedy,
And-
not rom-com, but like.
But at
Yeah,
the same
friendly.
time, Stallone's trying to do the same thing as well.
Yep.
And they're both failing. Now, obviously, he comes back with True Lies. Kindergarten Cop's a great movie. It really is a funny movie.
Yeah.
And it's never more relevant than today. Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Yeah.
It's really just that simple that a 4-year-old can say it, right? But I agree with you, Damo. I do think he goes downhill.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have many years left before he becomes the governor. And then all we've got now is this after old man Arnie, which he's made a couple movies which are okay. Sabotage is not bad, but
did some of the Expendables, didn't he?
yeah, he did. He did all the Expendables.
But those Terminators,
Dark
Yeah.
Fate is
the
horrendous.
rubbish ones.
Yeah, I agree. I think he goes downhill.
Yeah, he does.
But this is peak
Oh,
1990.
he's killing it.
He
Yeah.
is the biggest star on the planet.
With that lead with Terminator and
Yeah.
Predator, they're
And this
unbelievable.
is a bit of a takeaway from where he was because before he's just muscles out, right, and he's just the big star. Whereas they dress him down in the cargo pants and the plaid jackets,
Yep.
and that kind of thing. But he's still
Well,
the
because
action hero.
the opening scene, he's pretty much woke up in his dream in sweat with the
yeah,
he's got the chest out,
Good
the
chest.
guns out.
Good chest.
because this wasn't a vehicle that was actually written with him in mind. And then once Karolko bought it,
Mm.
then they decided to change it, and that's why they sort of made him the everyday man. But he's also still
In saying that,
a kick-ass character.
the character's got some layers and got some depth. Doug Quaid.
Yeah,
He goes through a incredible arc through the movie,
Yeah,
and I think it's probably one of the more layered characters that he plays.
yes.
Ever.
it's almost it's Hauser and Quaid. It's Finkel and Einhorn sort of.
Einhorn's Finkel.
Yeah,
Because
it's kind of that sort of art.
Mate, it's that layered.
Hauser
It is that
Quaid.
layered. Yeah.
Quaid is Hauser.
Yeah. Yeah. Minus the transsexual connotations.
Well, you never know on that planet and on
You got
Mars.
Mars, they're up for anything in
Yeah.
Mars. The Venusville. Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow, what a place.
Like
We'll
King's
get to that.
Cross.
We'll get to that. G-Man, continue.
Okay, we got Rachel Ticotin. Look, she had quite a few movies around this era, but then not a lot after that. Quite a bit of TV after. But she was in obviously Total Recall. This was her big one. She actually before that she was in a TV show. Well, sorry, I'll go back. First movie was Fort Apache, The Bronx.
Oh,
81.
right.
She had a role opposite Paul Newman in that. Then she was in a TV show called For Love and Honor, and that was with David Caruso,
Wow.
who she ended up marrying.
Oh, really?
really?
Right, she was married to David
Hey,
Caruso.
there, look
They
at
married
Stats
later.
guy. Yeah,
Look at this guy.
Unbelievable.
He's back. Like that. Just like that.
Jeez.
All the bullshit of the previous 6 months, he's just killed in
Just
one.
straight there.
Wow.
You want a stat? Here it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Bang.
Wow, Mrs. Caruso.
Welcome to 2025. She was in Falling Down in 93.
Great movie.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
great
in that.
She's a cop.
She's the cop.
She's a cop.
She's the cop in Con Air. which
Oh
we've
my
covered
She's the
God.
cop
before.
in Con Air, yeah.
That gets caught on the plane. She's in Man on Fire with
yeah,
Denzel.
that's a good fuck. When are we going to do Man on Fire? What a movie. Tony Scott, one of the greats.
Sometimes one of the greats. Sometimes shit.
Shit. Yeah.
But yeah, so not a lot after that. Didn't do a lot of
No.
big stuff. A lot of TV, a lot of other things.
Now, I left this out of question time because I thought we'd cover it here. You're Quaid, and you got a choice between Sharon Stone and
Ooh.
Rachel Ticotin
Yeah,
and
wow.
Melanie.
Well, Melina.
Melina. Who are you picking?
I'm picking that little dwarf one. Little dwarf prostitute.
Thumbelina.
Thumb? Is it Thumb Melina? You got Melina, and then there's Thumb Melina.
Hey, we got to save this for Morgs' Quickfire. Yeah.
Oh
Her name is Thumbelina.
Fucking
It is not.
hell.
Is this movie? It is Thumbelina.
Nah, we're renaming her to Thumb Melina.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh, it's
That's we got to bring that. That's in Quickfire.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
There's a heap. Yeah.
Yeah, there is. G-Man.
Mate, let's quickly, Michael Ironside. We haven't done him for, although we did talk about him briefly in Top Gun when he was
Jester.
played Jester.
Yeah.
But
Jester's dead.
he was in Scanners, his first movie in 81.
Yeah.
Played the psychic or the psycho in that movie. He's in Top Gun 86, Nowhere to Hide. He's in Watches in 88 and Highlander 2.
Oh God, is he?
What a Morgses. There must be
Also,
only
look,
one.
He done a bit, Free Willy, The Machinist, but I'd say his greatest role
Another Verhoeven movie.
was
surely.
it was in the TV series V. It was my favourite in the 80s.
Oh, geez.
Remember V?
Yeah, bloody
Yeah,
oath.
It was awesome.
Mark
And they-
Singer.
I wasn't allowed to watch that, and I
Yeah.
haven't revisited it. But
Elizabeth-
yeah, apparently it was pretty good.
Elizabeth-
Yeah,
I
V
saw
was
it-
great.
I saw it
V
on
was
TV
great.
a while ago and I started watching it. Yeah, the green lizards
Is
under
he an
there.
alien in it?
No, he played Ham Tyler.
Ham.
Yeah.
Wow, what a name.
Ham and eggs.
He's also obviously in Starship Troopers.
Oh, yes, of course.
Another Verhoeven vehicle.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
good's
of
Paul
course.
Verhoeven?
I
Just made
know.
some fucking good
Yeah,
movies.
yeah, I know.
Seriously.
But he's a good baddie, Michael Ironside. Like, you know,
good
stereotypical
baddie.
baddie.
He does play the evil guy really well.
Good baddie. There's a couple good baddies in this movie.
Oh yeah.
I'm not. I've got a question to pose. I'm not quite sure he's very good at his job in this movie, but he's a good baddie.
He gets angry.
He does. Continue, G.
All right through. We've had Sharon Stone. We know Sharon Stone. We've talked about her.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
So
she
one of her
looks great
earlier
in-
roles in this, she'd been in TV, some small roles, and then
I've
she was
never
up
seen
in
her
Above
till
the
this.
Law. Yeah, and then
This is
Total.
the
This is
first
the
time.
first time I
Yeah.
saw her, and I was like, whoa.
Well, Verhoeven said, "Look, I'm going to make another movie with you in it." This
Yeah.
was the movie that made
Basic
him go. She
Instinct.
could play Basic Instinct,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and she's
Oh, right.
she's great in this movie.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
got another layered character.
Well, she goes from like a kitten to a bloody tiger.
Yeah,
Well, that's why
You know,
Verhoeven
like-
made Basic Instinct for her because she said because she could do
because
that,
she could do it.
and
yeah.
apparently said that's what she's actually like in
Right.
real life. Like she
Yeah.
sort of
Whoa,
switches.
Tell me about it. Whoa.
Yeah.
Sharon.
Apart from that, we had Ronnie Cox.
Yeah.
Love Ronnie.
He's
Good old
great.
Ronnie.
Cohagen.
Straight out of Deliverance. Remember he played the banjo in
Yeah.
Deliverance?
What
Yeah,
is he?
He's Julian
Yeah,
Banjos.
he
from
said,
Deliverance.
Oh, bullshit.
That's
Yeah.
him.
He's the guy. He dies. He's the first
Yeah,
guy
he
to
doesn't-
die in the canoe in Deliverance. He gets shot
Oh my gosh.
and he falls down the thing and they find him behind a rock with his arm behind his head, dead.
Right.
And he was the guy that played the Julian Banjo with the little kid.
Oh wow.
But he's had some good roles. He's in Deliverance. He's in Taps. It's kind of Beverly Hills Cop. Obviously,
Yeah.
he's Lieutenant Bogomil.
Terrible name. But,
RoboCop. He's Dick Jones.
so he's Cohagen and Dick Jones
the
are the same
same
character.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. Basically the same character.
CEO, evil CEO,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Look, apart from that, I'd only like to point out that someone else in there was Dean Norris
Yes.
from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
He was
He's the vagina face.
the guy that says that he has. Look who's talking.
No, you
Oh,
just,
is Tony. Is
you
that
got-
his name?
yeah,
Tony?
Tony.
you got to hide to show your face around here.
Yeah.
Look who's talking.
Yeah.
Yes. So he was in that too. He's in Terminator 2 Judgment Day as well, which we talked
He's
about.
in heaps of stuff.
Yeah.
He's in heaps.
Best
and
known
heaps
as
of
Hank
stuff.
Schrader, though.
He was in Carry On just recently, the Netflix movie
Oh,
with
yeah,
Taron
I
Egerton.
watched
He
that, yeah.
plays Taron Egerton's dad. Not dad, sorry, boss, security guard. Yeah. Anyway, well, are you done, G? Just
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
cast.
yeah.
Okay. What about Paul Verhoeven? I just want to,
Mm.
I'm just going to run through this run. RoboCop, Total Recall, Basic Instinct, Showgirls, Starship Troopers, Hollow Man, and then Black Book. Now, there's a couple of duds in there. Showgirls is a dud,
It's brilliant.
right? Showgirls is a dud. But you got RoboCop hit, Total Recall hit, Basic Instinct hit, Starship Troopers hit, Black Book hit. Black Book was his first Dutch movie in a long time. World War II film. It's got the girl Melisandre from Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Guy
yep.
Pearce's
Guy
wife.
Pearce's wife.
Clarice Van Houten.
Yeah.
Carice Van Houten, and
Yeah.
she's unbelievable.
Yeah.
She get an Oscar?
unbelievable.
She'd have to. It's
Big
Paul,
time.
Paul Verhoeven
Big
movie.
time.
There's a common thread too of just tits all through there.
He loves getting them out.
Yeah.
But
Do you
yeah,
know-
like what a superstar.
Do you know for Showgirls, he became the first nominee to ever actually show up at the Razzie Awards,
Oh, did he?
and he personally accepted the worst director and worst picture
Oh,
awards for
did he?
Showgirls.
That is so funny.
Oh, that's brilliant.
What a legend!
That's fearless.
Well, coughing that and just getting on stage.
Yeah.
Didn't we talk about that the other week? That he did that just to get on the rack with his mates?
Yes, it was. It was a rack write off.
Yeah.
He said
Oh,
the only
when he
reason we
made
did
that
the movie so
movie.
we could
That's
we could just do
right.
cocaine.
That's right.
It was one of the
You know-
producers said that.
But it was a reason. Elizabeth Berkley was like 18, straight out from Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's an opportunity. I'm just going to get this chick to get an orcs out all through a movie.
Yeah.
There was another reason.
And
There was
and
another
it
reason.
did nothing for her
No,
career.
I know.
She's one of the worst actors ever.
She's brilliant.
No Norks could save her career. G-Man, what about all the rest of the gibberish you do?
The fast forward button.
Box. No, I enjoy this part. Morgs doesn't, but box office and
Okay, so domestically 119 million, internationally 142 for a total worldwide 261 million.
Ooh.
yeah.
Budget was 65 million, opening
Wow.
weekend of 25.5 million.
Okay.
So rated in
Yeah.
straight off the box office, opened in just over 2,000 cinemas with a 7-week average run. Look, it ranked number 5 dollars-wise in 1990. We've been through 1990 before.
A
but
heap of times.
Ghost, then Home Alone, which we only did a few weeks ago. Pretty Woman. One of Whitey's favourites, Dances with Wolves.
Chumani Tutanka, Owachi. Chumani
Just for everyone out there,
Chumani Tutanka, Owachi.
Whitey did this last week. But what you don't see is Whitey's got the 2 fingers up, doing the wolf.
He says,
Chumani
every
Tutanka,
time.
Owachi.
Tutanka.
Now, I've been watching American Primeval on Netflix, which if you've not watched it,
No, haven't
it's
heard of it.
fucking incredible. It is incredible. And there's Indians in it, and they talk about buffalo, and they don't say Chumani Tutanka.
Oh, well,
So I think they've just made it up in Dances with Wolves.
yeah, but no, that was they were the Sioux. That was the Sioux
Oh, okay,
language. So
all right.
maybe they're Algonquin or Apache or
Yeah, okay.
Comanche, whatever.
Okay, all right. I'll
Yeah,
go with that.
yeah.
Chumani Tutanka,
Yeah, it's Sioux.
Owachi.
Yeah.
Okay, but we talk about awards, and obviously Dances with Wolves takes everything: best picture, best director, best screenplay, best score, best sound, best cinematography. Jeremy Irons, best actor. Kathy Bates for Misery, which we've covered.
Yeah.
God, we've
Best
done
actress.
so many.
We've
in
done a lot in
1990.
1990,
It
haven't
must be
Joe
the most
Pesci,
done.
Goodfellas.
Oh, come on. We've done more
And
1990s than
Whoopi
anything else.
Goldberg for Ghost. So
Yeah.
we've smashed 1990.
Yeah, wow.
We have done. Did you guys do Dances with Wolves?
No,
we
not
haven't
yet.
done it. We
That's
will
the
do it.
only one of the top 5 that we haven't done.
Yeah. Look at us go. We're good. We're pretty good. Any Oscar buzz for Total Recall though, Gal?
No.
No.
Didn't it win something? I thought
Saturn
I
Award?
read that. No,
Saturn
I thought
Award?
it won some sort of special effects, special Oscars award or something.
Oh, for the special Oscars.
It was nominated for 2 Oscars.
Oh, there you go.
Close enough.
Just good enough to be one. It's good enough to be
It
nominated.
was nominated for best sound and best effects and sound editing.
Yeah, it's pretty good for that type of
Sorry,
movie.
you're right. Though. He won 1991 win a special achievement award.
Yeah, it was some
Ah,
special
okay.
thing.
effects.
Okay, so they've created an award for it. That's the Oscar of Oscars.
That's like the most improved.
That's
best
like best
fielder.
fielder, Gal.
Yeah, I know.
That's best fielder.
I came across that photo the other day. It's great.
So funny. Well done, G-Man. 1990 hit, sleeper, dud, and swinger. G-Man, you got the hit.
I've got one word for you. Quigley.
I think you said
Every
that for your
time
dud
we've
last
done
time, didn't you?
1990, you do quickly.
I'm pretty sure that was your sleeper or something last time.
But
But, no, that's a fair call. And as we said, it could be either.
it could be any.
It's all three.
Yeah, it's all three.
No, my hit for the year, in all jest, was Goodfellas, which we've definitely covered. I gave it 5.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is
it was
a
well. It was
cracking
a
movie.
5 movie for us.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, well done. Sleeper, Damo.
I went to number 73 most popular
True,
movie.
True. That's a true sleeper.
Yeah, yeah. Dark Angel. Dolph Lundgren.
You
Dolph.
Kicking ass.
Does he come with peace?
Does
he come in
And
pieces,
you
son?
leave in pieces. It's the sci-fi. The aliens come down. They kill you, and then they inject you full of heroin, and then they siphon out of your brain the natural endorphins that are formed with a syringe, and then that's the drug that they take back to their planet to sell. And it's like heroin,
It's all
times 10.
it's also known as I Come in Peace.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was
yeah, that's
released in the
right.
States
Yes.
as I Come in Peace.
Yes.
I've tried watching
It's
this.
a brilliant movie.
I'm halfway through it. I
Well,
started about 7 months ago
yeah,
when you first told
You
me
need
about
to complete it because it's brilliant.
it. Okay, all right. Well, Dud is with Dan. What do you got, Dan?
Yeah, my dud is Avalon, which is 1990 American drama film written and directed by Barry Levinson with
Aidan Quinn.
Elizabeth Perkins, Aidan Quinn. Polish Jewish family comes to the US at the beginning of the 20th century. Something blah, blah, blah. I actually haven't seen the film. It's just that Avalon's a bit shit. And so I thought it'd be a bit of a dud.
Does it have the Avalon Dick book in it? Is that part of it?
Maybe that's where the Avalon Dick book originated. But yeah,
If it did, Dan would have
Avalon's not
given it a hit.
Narrabeen, but it's in the same sort of talkability.
Have cats.
Okay, I've got the swinger. I went quite deep as well. I may have mentioned it before. Nightbreed, written and directed by Clive Barker.
Nightbreed.
Yeah, so it was rumored when it was coming out, rumored as the scariest movie ever made.
Yeah.
Right, and troubled young man
I remember it.
goes
Who's
to
the male
Midian.
lead?
Oh, it's
Craig
He's got really
Sheffer.
good
Craig
hair.
Sheffer. Craig Sheffer is in the program as well.
Craig Sheffer. Yeah, he had good Morg's hair.
So
bit
it's
of a
very
Morg's
He's a bit of a Morg's-like, I tell you.
Yeah.
It's actually quite similar to Total Recall in that there's monsters. They go to this Midian underworld, and there's also a serial killer which is trying to find someone to blame his crimes on.
Yeah.
And there's actually two versions. There's the cinematic version. There's also a director's version which is called Nightbreed Cable.
He does have a boof.
He's got a buff. He's got
Oh,
good
it
hair.
is.
He's got good hair.
Real
So-
bird's
He's
nest.
got great
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah. That's Flock of Seagulls / Bird's
Yeah.
Nest.
So that's it. Look, there could be 4 movies to watch there if anyone's seen Avalon. And
Very-
not just bagging
Never
out
heard of
because
it.
Morgs doesn't like the suburb.
Yep.
Damo's got corona. And that leads us into question time.
Oh.
I've got a few here. Okay, would you visit Total Recall if it was available? Damo.
I think I have visited. I
You're
went,
in it now.
Well, yeah. Well, that ski trip we went on. I don't know if we went on it.
We got left you
I
with my
got stuck
friends.
with Clemson Sloan, and I think there's no way I would have done that on purpose. I'm pretty sure that was a recall.
That can't have been 899 credits though. That was like 59 credits.
They paid him.
I
They
paid the
paid
extra.
Damo.
I paid the extra.
Damo paid the extra for burning stuff in the fire.
But I think it makes light bulbs, whatever. I think it makes sense actually. It's not a bad idea because at the end of the day, you go on your holiday, all you have left is the memory. I mean,
For sure.
and if you can, that's it. Go and make your memories, and if you can buy them, go for it.
Okay. You're on a roll here with you now, Damo.
Yep.
If you went,
Mm.
what would you do? The world is open.
I probably wouldn't go to Mars.
No.
Well, maybe I might. Maybe I go back in time. Maybe I'll go and I don't know, become a gladiator or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Fair
Just
enough.
with a special package.
G-Man, you got anything you'd like to visit? Do
I don't know. It's hard. There's
Yeah.
so many.
the world's your oyster.
Yeah, it's really hard to do.
I just recently watched Minority Report, and it's got a very similar scene
Oh.
where they've got a place where you can go and pretty much
Do
be-
they?
Yeah, where they're actually strapped in a chair and they're living out this thing, and
Oh.
there's a guy there, and then all these people are saying to him, "You're the man, you're the man." He goes, "No, you're the man, you're the man, you're the man."
Jeez.
He's just being licked out, just wanted to be
Yeah,
licked
yeah,
out
yeah.
for his trip.
Oh.
Dan, what about you? You got anything you'd have planned for Recall?
I would seriously just go back to the 90s and I would just position myself in a cupboard in every room in every town that G smashed up a 10. And I'd just be there, just
Watching,
using myself as a playground, just watching the man, the
watching
myth, the
Gal's ass
legend,
move up and down.
just destroying all points of the globe. The G
Oh,
man.
I gotta say,
And it's like, why do it
Oh,
when you can
God.
watch?
That's
left
it. I
ourselves-
don't have to do anything. I can just sit there and watch. It'd be
Yeah.
great.
left ourselves open to that one.
Mm.
Okay, so do you really put your girlfriend as the undercover wife?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like he's a good looking man,
Mm.
and I love it
Some
when
blokes
the
are into
offsider
it.
goes,
Some blokes are into cucking.
yeah, but he's not. You can tell he's not into cuck.
No.
But I love it when his mate goes, I'm sure she hated it.
No. She hated every minute of it. That's in my quotes. That was the best quote.
Oh
Are you
God.
saying she enjoyed it?
I'm surprised
We've talked about
Yeah.
Arnie's little Arnie before, isn't it? Because you can see it in Terminator in the director's cut if you
Yes.
have good lighting and an excellent television. And
Oh,
it looks,
can
yeah,
you?
it, looks it looks like an impressive appendage. Pretty thick.
He'd go all right.
He would have been doing curls and stuff with it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're exercising every muscle, that's not getting missed out.
He never
No.
skipped. He never skipped penis day.
That's one of the first things you learn if
Cock
you're going
day.
to gym.
Don't-
Yeah,
don't-
Never.
skip cock day.
Don't skip cock day.
that's right.
Okay.
What do you do today? Oh, just a bit of cock.
Oh.
I'd be doing.
Cock girls.
I would do back and cock because they're different muscles. You
One's
you-
push and one's a pull.
Yeah, you want to do.
Cock and notcher.
What day is it? It's cockja.
Yeah.
Oh God, fucking hell, this is going down.
Oh.
Okay, could they have given Quaid a shitter job?
Oh,
Let's go back to Earth and break rocks.
But I think the reason they did that was to make him look so big, a physical specimen, to give him.
Without a doubt, without it, like for the plot, it made a lot of sense. But for
was a plot
1984, it didn't make a lot of sense. When they've got Johnny Cabs, but they can't make a robot to smash rocks.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. No, that's why they did it, because he wasn't originally attached to it. I can't think of who the actor was, but it was someone a lot smaller. And then when they bought it, he was like,
Rick Moranis.
Yeah, so it was Rick Moranis. And they're like, well, we need to make him be somewhat bigger, so that we've got a reason for this massive guy.
Okay, all right.
So he's a blue collar worker.
Yeah, it was a plot device. Yeah.
So they jab Doug once with the trank thing to knock him out. Then when he has his schizoid embolism, she zaps him 7 times
in the leg.
Yeah. Now, surely he's dead. If one of those zaps knocks him out after 13 seconds, how many zaps until you're dead?
I don't think they cared.
I know, but surely he's dead.
Probably. No, I'm not sure if you can overdose on sleeping, whatever it is, tranquilizer. Maybe.
Anesthesia.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, obviously you can.
It was 2084. Who knows?
Okay, all right.
Don't know.
But yeah, he's dead.
Did seem a lot.
5-minute movie.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. In what universe does Harry, little fat guy that's his
mate,
his mate,
worker.
In what universe does he actually work for the agency? Like, it's Danny DeVito. It's like saying Danny DeVito is a spy. Sorry, no, you're not, mate.
Yeah, he was. Deep undercover, wasn't he?
Yeah, don't get it.
He really, he went method. He's like,
He did.
Yeah.
He did. So Doug is on the run and he goes through the X-ray machine, flashes his gun. He then jumps through the X-ray machine and then none of the guards chase him.
Yeah,
it's only Ironside and his mate chasing him.
Finkel and Einhorn.
Finkel and Einhorn chasing him, and all the guards don't chase him.
Yeah,
our job's over.
Yeah.
We're just
they were scared.
We're just gonna mind the X-ray machine.
Talk about it later, but a lot of the police in this movie were, a bit Benny Hill.
Yeah, they were a bit. They weren't good. So it actually just now leads into the question I've already posed: Is Richter, Michael Ironside, is he any good at his job? Well, he's continuously failing.
Yeah, yeah.
And he just gets angry. He's far too aggressive and far too emotional for his job.
He is, but he's also good at his job because he picked old 2 weeks the lady. There's something wrong. He picked
She was having a schizoid embolism.
But he knew before anyone else. But a lot of the problems were it was his henchmen that let him down. Maybe.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that.
Blade, Laser, and Blazer.
He did the classic, he did the classic movie trope of getting Arnie to the point of undergoing the thing and then walking out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did watch that when they walked away.
I was like, come on, mate.
We've got him now and I'm going to walk away.
Okay.
I'm walking away.
Dan, I'm going to you for this question after we've just edited all the rest of the stuff we just said out.
Yeah.
So I'll go to you for this one. What are your thoughts on the Last Resort bar?
Yeah, look, dive bars are in. So I think Venusville has a lot going for it. I think the hipsters of today would be down with the Last Resort. And I thought, and I'll talk a bit more about it in Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, but I think the film is quite progressive in many ways. And I'll come back to that. But yeah, I personally think that a dive bar like that would do quite well in 2025.
Yeah. G-Man, you're in for the Last Resort?
The G, it sells beers.
You've drunk at way worse bars than that.
Fucking Barney, exactly. Look at him.
It was almost like, the jam in Deadwood. You got the prostitutes upstairs.
That's it.
And you've got the guys playing gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same sort of thing. It's just in the future. You got the bartender, and he's just gives a whiskey.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same thing. It's just in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
What was the name of the handy-capable housekeeper? She was. She had some of the funniest lines in Deadwood, and yeah, they were extremely progressive too. Al Swearingen, he kept quite a few people on staff that probably couldn't have found employment elsewhere. So yeah, well done. Yeah. Deadwood's excellent too. If you haven't watched it, be better.
Yeah, it's a good show. Okay, still in Venusville. How many kids do you reckon lost fingers testing the fans in Venusville?
Yeah,
like there's no guards over the front of them.
Yeah, safety on Mars is
a lack of
a low
safety.
point, and I think we'll probably discuss that a bit later.
Call Hagen. Give them the hour.
Yeah.
In the hour.
Oil.
If you're going to live on a planet with massive panes of glass that can be shattered by one bullet, and you know, safety's not your biggest concern, is it?
Yeah.
Really?
That's
Cohagen was a
that's
tight ass.
definitely in my bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, why wouldn't have Cohagen just blown the reactor up when he found it? So they found the reactor,
Yeah.
and then he goes, "We're going to blow it up now that Houses or Quaid's coming back." But why didn't he just find it and go, "Shit, okay, this is going to make
Fuck, he's an unobtainium. That was the whole point. That if
It was
if
tribinium? Tribinium.
Yeah, trubinium. It's better than unobtainium though, but
It
it
is.
is the same thing though.
Trichlorate.
Tribinium. Okay, last question. What's the increase in real estate after the reactors turned on?
Oh, Mars is, yeah.
Mars is the place to be.
Oh yeah, the
So-
last resort's turned into the
We're
place.
It's a bit
talking
like the
COVID.
South Island of New Zealand with all those big ranges.
Yeah,
Now a bit wet.
it'd be like
this
Hobbiton.
place is
Damo.
choice.
Mm.
We should move here, bro. Choice.
I'm not pussed. I'm just happy. Out of your
Oh,
fucking
shit, a
head.
Kiwi. Oh, sorry. Strangles. You're all right, mate. Everyone else. Shit.
Well done, people. Born to watch only fans.
Oh, look
No
out.
lick out. No lick outs this week.
Oh.
Quite on lick outs after being bombarded last week with several lick outs.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. A couple voicemails.
Nice.
Nice.
And a couple emails. We're a bit bombarded. So listen to, what was it last week?
Was it ET?
Dirty Harry.
Oh, Dirty
Listen
Harry.
to Dirty Harry to find out a few lick outs, which was nice. It's a good place to ask you to share to your friends, and let's get some growth for the podcast. Not the growth that Arnie got on Cock Day, but some good organic growth for Born to Watch would be great. And
Let us know what,
Please.
what split sets you guys do with your cock. Like Damo suggested back and cock. But
Yeah.
is there anything else we should
How
be
many days in
thinking about?
between?
Yeah, is it?
yeah,
I mean,
Is
the
it once a
obvious
week,
one
twice
would
a
be
week?
glutes and cock. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Towel roses.
I'll tell you what, not as many towel raisers as was capable in the past. Don't get old, people.
Yeah. Maxing out at one.
yeah.
I'll do 3 sets of one.
There's a bit of hip swing in that one.
Keep your back still. Stop cheating.
Oh dear, we've descended.
Oh,
we've
good
descended. But please, people, give us a 5-star review on Apple and on Spotify. It definitely helps the podcast get seen. And please reach out on the website, www.borntowatch, www.borntowatch.com.au, and leave us a voicemail or send us an email. We love it.
Nice.
You will definitely be read on the show. Now, the good, the bad, and the ugly, brought to you by our friends at Gage Roads Brew Company. It's been a hot summer. It's been a long summer.
Mm.
And we're waiting on the next
We're
delivery.
waiting on the re-up. I'll give the great Mick McEwen at Gage Roads a rev up tomorrow. Shout out to you, Mick, you legend. We could do with some piss.
We could, but we do still support it. Gow still drinks it, loves
Yeah,
it.
love it.
And
Had a single fin last night.
just one?
A single fin, yeah.
Just one.
That's my
Well, I had
favourite.
a single
think
fin, and
it's
then I
hard to
had
beat.
an about time. So, you know, 2.
Oh,
Wow.
right.
Mixing it up.
I mixed it
Gow
up.
still got stuff left. It's because you got
If you
50
go
cases
to
to
the
do that.
brewery, the Matzo's Brewery at Yamundi, they've got a few variations on that nice pale ale and Pacific ale, summer ale. It's really good. I can't think of the name of them off by my head. That was a tough sentence. But you should go and check it out. It's a very cool bit if you're up here near the land, Yamundi.
Okay, let's go with the good. We're going to start with the G-Man.
All right, I've only got a couple of good. I really loved, I think Quato had some excellent sized teeth.
Oh, he was, look, he's one of the greatest.
You like?
Do they spell Quato with a G?
Quato?
Quato. It's Quato.
But he had regular sized teeth. I thought.
He
I
did,
noticed
they
them.
were normal.
Do you get
Quato.
royalties for Quato's Barry beef?
He had a good smile.
Good set of teeth.
Until he got a bullet through the brain. But
Yeah, it was pretty.
Quaid.
bit brutal.
Free your mind.
Quato.
Is that it, Gal? Is that all you got for
I
good?
think it's a bit funny when the guy turns his what's his name? That's got
Quato's
Quato in him. He
terrier.
turns his back and just to the window and starts going.
Well, it
Yeah.
must hurt.
Well, so okay, question: is Quato out all the time, or is he in and
No, he's
comes
he's
out?
in. I think he's in.
You think he's in
It
and pops
hurts.
He's
out?
an innie.
Yeah.
He's an innie. He's an innie.
Yes. Yeah, he is an innie, and then he has to come out.
I've never seen Gow crack himself up on this podcast. It's nearly 3 years. Gow has never made himself laugh as much as he has tonight.
Well, he's feeling good because he's just out teethed Quato, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm a big man around here."
Fuck me.
I did love the 2 arms cut off when Richter loses both arms. That was pretty cool.
See you at the party, Richter.
Ouch. Yeah.
So there's quite a few different versions of this movie, and in the M-rated version, you don't see that. You don't see
right.
the arms come off.
Yeah, I was
Like
wondering
that,
if
it's
I
so good.
recognise that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'd forgotten that when I was watching it the
Yeah.
other night.
Now that I
When he
think
grabbed the
about
arms, I was like, "Oh, both arms are going here, aren't they?"
Yeah.
Straight off. It was
Yeah.
great.
they showed it.
That's really it.
Okay. Good one. Damo,
Teeth and arms.
teeth and arms. Well, that goes with cock day.
Yeah.
It's cock teeth and arms.
Well, I'll just go. Speaking of Cox, I thought Ronnie Cox was bloody good. But anyway,
Yeah,
I'll
I've got
just
him.
say-
Good.
Yeah.
bag.
He's a good bad guy.
But when I watch a movie now, there's 3 things that I look for.
Speaking of cock.
Snorbs.
Yeah. Well, for a movie, for a born to watch movie, there's 3 key ingredients. One of them is side dick. One of them is
Schnorbs.
multiple Morgs alikes,
Yes, and there's many in this movie.
and a potential Snorbs Report Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And you've got 2 of the big 3 in this movie.
You do.
It is born to watch sort of gold for
It
that
is.
sort of shit.
Yeah.
That news report at the beginning was kind of funny, and they said, "Oh, not much force was used," and they have a guy there just
blowing
shooting
people away.
shooting people away. It's pretty. He's
That's a
Arnold-
Verhoeven trait. He loves the whole.
It is.
fascist
It
state.
is RoboCop
Yeah,
style with the
loves
ads
it.
and that sort of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always pretty funny.
Would you
There's
like to
those-
know more?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah, and there you go from Starship Troopers. And his towel wrapping skills were next level.
Yeah.
Unbelievably good.
Like that was like a what's that shit called? Origami with paper.
He grew up in Saudi Arabia.
He's wrapped that towel around so perfectly and so tight around his head. But the score was good. The
Yeah.
story was good. The animatronics were pretty
The-
good.
the-
reckon
I think the effects were next level.
yeah. So the lady, old 2 weeks. I mean, to have it was a Russian doll. It was an animatronic head opening to Arnold's animatronic head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that it was the double.
Well, it was Rob Bottin from The Thing. So the guy that did the effects for The Thing did
Yeah.
the effects for Total Recall. He's incredible.
yeah, I thought they looked all really good.
They did.
So, yeah,
Still held up.
animatronics were good. Yeah, better than CGI.
Mate, the movie looks great.
Yeah.
Still today. It's 35 years old and
Yeah.
it looks great.
You know, I went to the Weta workshop in New Zealand the other week,
Mm.
and it had animatronic faces that we could actually control. So it had like this sort of kind of this monster head, but it was like a joystick that you'd use from a remote control car or something. But I could move its cheeks and its lips and its face and its
What'd you make
smile.
it do?
So- it doesn't have a dick mode.
It's got a little button for DS. It just
Yeah.
says DS and it push that. It just goes into dick sucking.
I didn't.
He went to cock teeth and arms.
It's like every
We'll have to talk to Weta Workshop to ask them to include that.
Okay, just before you move, Big Bang Theory. Have you seen the one where Harold Wolowitz gets the robotic hand stuck on his dick?
Oh,
Yes.
no.
He builds his
I've never
robotic
watched an
arm
episode
for.
of that,
It's
but
so funny
I'll-
for the for NASA, and he gets it stuck on his dick,
How did it
jerking
get
himself
stuck
off.
there? Wow.
He has to go to the hospital with this hand,
Oh my
a
god.
robotic arm on his dick. So
Yeah. Well, they're my goods.
okay, Daniel, go for it.
Yeah, I touched on this before, but I thought that Doug Quaid and the wonderful Venusville and the Last Resort Bar, obviously a house of ill repute. There's an exchange of currency if you want to take on one of the ladies, and it sounds like Melina, while Spicky, still gets paid for plying her trade, but everyone's happy for them to just go on and have a wonderful relationship, which I think is extremely progressive.
And
Now back to prostitution.
And perfect timing. And I mean, with OnlyFans so prevalent amongst the youth now, I think it's probably going to be more prevalent in the future. But in 1990, yeah, way to go. Very progressive.
Yeah.
My other goods, Sharon Stone's hotness.
Yes.
Yeah, undeniable.
Yeah, like hottest person on the planet
Yeah.
in 1990, Sharon Stone. And I like we talked about it being high concept, but the whole ambiguity, like, is it all a dream or is it real? We don't know. And Paul Verhoeven didn't really care if we knew or not. So I
No.
really enjoyed that. We're not stupid. He can leave us hanging a bit like that, and we still enjoy the film thoroughly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, it's me. I've got a little bit here. Karolko, just the whole
Yeah.
Karolko at the start of the movie.
Yeah.
Every time you see that, you know you're in for something that's going to be fucking out there and pretty good.
Yep.
Thoroughly enjoyable. And then obviously seeing Kassar and Vanya,
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all
Yeah.
in.
Red
Obviously
Heat, that's
takes
where I
you.
remember them from,
It
yeah.
takes you
Red
back
Heat,
to like the Rambo.
Cocaine-em.
Rambo 2. Rambo 2.
Cocaine-em.
The score, we've mentioned it. The theme,
Jerry Goldsmith.
Jerry Goldsmith.
Did you get a hint of? I had a hint of Rambo and Rocky. Actually,
I think
I had a bit of a combo of those two.
it's very Rambo. It's very Rambo-esque. Like the theme is very Rambo-esque.
Yeah.
The theme's great.
Yeah.
Really, really good. So Philip K. Dick, talk a little bit about him. Total Recall, Blade Runner, Minority Report, The Adjustment Bureau are just 4 movies that have been done, and they're all great
From his books.
From his books that have been,
Yeah.
and there's heaps of others.
Are they short stories or they're actual novels?
Most of them are like novellas, so shorter stories. But yeah, incredible. Just for him to be able to, they're still going to him today, right? We talked about the effects, like the X-ray machine.
Yeah, it
was great.
Yeah,
and then we talked about Rob Bottin and all the stuff with the mutants on Mars and the 3 tits. Like it was all pretty well done.
Yeah.
The violence.
Oh,
It's
good, yeah.
so violent. It's so Verhoeven, but the fights are awesome. You can feel the punches. Everything's so real. The stair shootout with the human shield.
Oh yeah.
The bullet effects, the squibs in this movie are fucking incredible. Like everyone just gets blown apart.
How many bullets were in the human shield guy?
Yeah, 70. He was unrecognizable.
He was just hammered.
We talked about Ronnie Cox. The girl fight. I did like the Melina and Sharon Stone of girl fight, which ends with I consider that a divorce.
But also Melina, we always talk about, female heroes and everything. Like Melina's pretty good.
She's kick ass.
Like, exactly. So, you always talk about Sigourney and Linda Hamilton and everything, but she's pretty good.
She's good.
Back in 1990, here
Absolutely.
she is kicking butt.
Great leotard.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She's got the hypercolors on there.
Absolutely.
I've got to remember to think about her when I get a splinter on the land next time and cry like a little bitch, and she gets hit by a rock smasher and just takes it like an absolute champ and keeps on fighting.
That's right.
Yeah, that's it. I talked about the R-rated version. The movie is so good, which is what we got to see. And Quato, as an effect in 1990, like incredible.
Awesome.
And he's Yoda. Don't get me wrong, he's the Yoda, but it's so well done.
And a great concept and a totally throws you off.
Yeah.
Like no
You're
one
not
saw
expecting
that.
that.
No.
Yeah.
And not only that, like the effect itself, because you get close up on it, but they've smeared like there's obviously it's KY jelly or whatever they put on it, and to make it, and so that covers up any of the plasticity of it, but it looks really good.
Yeah.
And like Isabel was mortified by Quato.
Yeah.
They had to have so many operators on that. There was a huge number that they had to
But
have.
just for the teeth.
Yeah.
Can't imagine how many people it took for that.
Great teeth.
Okay, that's it for me.
You'd be a teeth consultant.
Bad. We'll go straight up to the land. Dan, what do you got for bad?
Look, you suggested it was good, but I was actually disappointed in the fight scenes, except for a couple of good ones. One of them being the girl fight scenes. But I thought that the general henchman skills, which Gow touched on, and Arnie versus the henchman fight scenes. What's Arnie's martial art? Arnie's martial art is just he's big and
Boxing.
he just
Bop
kind
on the
of
head.
Yeah, he does. So it's not. I find the fight scenes, any Arnie fight scenes, are usually, if he hasn't got weapons, they're a little disappointing. But I thought it reduced it to a bit B grade every time that there was some sort of henchman fight on. It looked a bit. It just brought the tone down and the level down a bit.
The steel blade through the neck when he pulls the machine, like pulls his hand out of the machine.
But
That was pretty good through the neck. I like
the
that.
brain wipe. I didn't mention that, but that brain wipe fight is so
when he
violent,
breaks
stabs
out of
the guy in the
yeah.
neck, then
Oh,
pieces
yeah,
it
okay. So
through his
that,
face.
not so much that, more just the general
Yeah, just the
Venusville
combat.
fight
Yeah.
that I
Combat.
felt that. But then also the spacesuits on Mars, I thought that they were a little bit light on to go outside when you're running the Mad Max leather gloves and a bit of tinfoil, and that just
Well, they
take you
were-
out into the atmosphere.
They wore more in ET to visit
That's
ET.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, well done, Dan. Damo,
Well, Gow did mention, that Mars safety is so flimsy.
horrendous.
But when Arnie was sitting there at the beginning with Sharon, his wife, at the beginning, and he was watching that news report on Mars, and people are just getting killed, and it looks horrible. And he goes, "Hey, why don't we move
Let's
to Mars?"
move to Mars.
I'm thinking it'd be like me sitting there watching the news and going, "Hey, why don't we move to Gaza?"
Yeah,
Like, who the hell
Logan.
would want to go and move to Mars after watching that?
Yeah.
But the circle shoot on the hologram.
Oh,
The
yes.
guys are all around him,
Yes.
hologram in the middle, and they're shooting the shit out of it. Those bullets are wiping each other out.
Yes.
I had that. I've got that. They fire from both sides.
Yeah, they're all around, basically in a circle, shooting at the thing in the middle.
If you're shooting the guy there and you're on the other side of him, I'm not shooting at him. Like
They should have all been dead. They should have all been dead. Yeah, that's it.
G-Man.
We talked about the poor bloke on the elevator. What about sacrificing?
human
What
shield.
about Arnie sacrificing the poor bloke on the
Yeah, I
elevator?
don't-
He will just hold him up. He can take all the
Was
bullets.
he dead already, or did Arnie just grab him?
I don't know.
No, he
Yeah.
had been shot.
He had been
Yeah,
shot.
he
Yeah,
had
and
been
Arnie
shot.
held him up.
There,
Yeah.
there was no cause for like, "Are you all right?" He was just like, "Well, you've been shot.
Yeah.
You can shield me
Well,
now."
they didn't. The three guys at the top of the escalator had no fear in just unloading machine gun.
Oh, there was no public safety. It was Dirty Harry had
Yeah.
no public safety
Yeah.
last
Do
week.
you reckon that guy was wearing like some sort of vest? Because none of the bullets went through him and touched Arnie. Like,
No,
No.
Well, he was
just
yeah.
stopped
very
in
tough.
his
Yeah.
skin. Yeah.
Dense.
Very dense guy. Why did his agency buddy just leave and not talk to him? Just leave a case outside, talk to him on the phone, and go, "You asked me to bring you a case.
Yeah.
If you've got trouble," and go, "See you later," and then just hung up and left the bag down there.
Yeah.
When he knew he was at the room, why didn't you take him to the bag and go, "You asked me to like"?
You
it was
asked
all
me
a
to
bit
bring you
odd.
this, yeah.
It was all
But it's
very
all
odd.
part. But we're led to believe at the end of the movie
Yeah,
that's all set up
Cohagen says-
by Hauser
yeah,
and Cohagen
yeah.
anyway.
They just dropped it
Yeah,
there.
It's part of the breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
So
Why did we talked about the hologram watch? Why did he only put it on at the end? Why did he not use it throughout
Save
the
it.
rest of the movie?
Save it.
He only had 10% battery.
Yeah.
It's like I gotta save it.
Yeah.
When I'm
it's
really
got an
in
iPhone
trouble.
battery in it. Terrible.
I also had there were some really dumb cops chasing him. They fired from both sides. The other one was, how did they return to normal after getting scorched in
Yeah.
Mars at the end? Like their eyes are bugging out.
That's my ugly.
And then yeah,
They're
Well, yeah,
they're fake, mate. His eyes were 3 times the size,
yeah, that would be.
and no, they just went back to normal.
yeah.
I'm
They just went back to pure normal.
I'm sure your face wouldn't recover after
What about
that.
all the other people that are all scarred? Like, how long were they out there for?
Yeah.
Again, when he was doing the mind alter thing, the steel shackles couldn't hold him down, but
No.
4 people could on Earth. They 4 people threw him into the cab, but in there he could rip out a steel shackle. So
Not only that, when he pulls the thing out,
Mm.
it's got a thread.
yeah,
So it's like it's screwed in there. He's just pulled it out of the thread.
Yeah, it was
strong man.
a feat of strength.
The other one I noticed too is when he first comes in to see Sharon Stone, when he says they're chasing me, and he runs in, he turns off all the lights,
Yeah.
and everything.
She's
and pulls
playing
out the
tennis.
blinds, and she's playing hologram tennis, and then
With Chris Evett.
and then he says to her, "Is this real?" and puts up his hand, and his hand's full of blood,
Mm.
but there's no blood. Like he's put
No,
nothing
I
but
know,
blood all
I
over him.
know.
It
There was
really-
no way. There was blood everywhere. Then.
blood all over him.
Yeah, he would have wiped that off at the beginning.
Yeah,
It's like he's just
you wouldn't
dipped
have
it
run
in
home with that blood on your
He's
hands.
just dipped it in a whole bucket of blood and
Yeah.
put his hand up.
Is that it, G?
That's it.
Okay, I don't know about you, but the redness would get me on Mars.
Mars?
Yeah.
Surely they could pay like solar tint to get something on the windows so that
Food dye
it's not red all the fucking time inside.
really didn't look attractive.
But it's like, you know what? You could. I know they're trying to sell the fact that it's Mars, but we know it's Mars.
Mm.
It could be red in certain areas, but you're in your office and it's red.
The red planet.
I did like when
It's
I know it was on
very
Earth, but they
similar
had
to when Damo and I take a piss. I think you'll find.
It's red.
There's red bush.
Yeah, no, not in the bowl, just like the pews
Surrounding.
Strawberry blonde.
Surrounding.
strawberry blonde.
Mars is strawberry blonde.
Yeah, strawberry
They
blonde.
should change it to a
Strawberry
strawberry
blonde planet. The strawberry blonde planet. Okay, so anyone sitting remotely close to the windows when the reactor goes off is dead.
Yeah.
They are shredded
Glass.
by the glass.
Yeah, it's Die Hard.
And Venusville are on the bare bones of death. And the minute the reactor goes off, they're all up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How good's this?
Well, they're
We're
all
back.
running when it's coming. They're all
Yeah.
running away.
Well,
They've
we're back.
virtually got no air. Yeah.
We're back. And okay, who's Cohagen? How is he ruling a whole planet with an iron fist like
Well, he
this?
must be the mining CEO or something that gets that trillion or whatever it is.
But
They
mate,
don't
how-
really delve into the
Yeah.
story
they-
too much.
they
do
don't. You don't know who he is. Like, surely there's a boss of Mars that's saying, "Hey, Cohagen, pull your head in."
Yeah.
And lastly, I'm going to taint this bad with a little good. I love when the movie just ends, because this movie just ends.
Yeah.
Black screen. Dun 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 dun.
They're
dun.
out, left out in
Yeah.
on the space in
The,
space.
before it, where they kiss, is the corniest fucking ending to an uber violent film I've ever seen.
The kiss
there's
ending.
not-
That's not too bad.
There's not a lot of chemistry there for me. There's not a lot of
Oh, there's no chemistry.
Yeah.
And not only that, he falls in love. I don't need anyone to tell me that. When she goes, "Oh, you might not love me," I don't need anyone to tell me that. It's like, you've known her for like 10 minutes, mate.
Yeah.
You haven't even boned her yet.
Yeah. Well, he may have.
Well, we don't see it.
No, I know, but back 6 weeks before.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
No, I know.
This is what I mean. Like, of course he rooted.
But
her
he
before.
had her in his dreams from the word go.
He did. She was the woman of his dreams.
Mm.
You know, you're the girl of my dreams, baby.
That was the corniest line.
Oh my god. Okay, ugly Damien.
Well, no, it's already said that with their faces were just so contorted that there's no way they were going to recover from that.
Yeah, that good recovery. Is that it?
Yep.
The G-Man?
Look, I'm back on the safety issues.
All right.
Oh, OH&SG.
OH&S.
OH&S.
We talk about there being no OH&S on Mars, but when they're back at the quarry, they're the only two, him and George, or his mate, whatever his mate's name was. They're the only two without
Harry.
any headgear.
Is it Harry?
Oh, they
Or
don't
any
have helmets on.
Everyone else does in the background, but those two are just there puffing
Real
away
lack
and
of
just
safety.
chatting.
Yeah.
Just chatting away.
Yeah.
It was very odd.
Dan, ugly?
No, nothing for me.
Okay, I got a couple. Ironside's tongue kiss with Sharon Stone is one of the ugliest things. He's like, I'm never going to get a chance to kiss Sharon Stone.
Yeah, in the beginning.
I'm going all
MT
in.
MTV Best Kiss.
And it is awful.
Yeah.
He's paid the director for 5 takes of that.
Oh,
He has.
yeah,
He's no, we didn't
no.
quite get that one.
Because he looks
go
30
again.
years older than her.
He's easily 30 years older than her, right? And he's never remotely been with anyone near as attractive as Sharon Stone. He's gone,
Yeah.
this is going to take 12 takes, Paul. He goes, no worries, here's 1,000. Just
Yeah.
slip you 1,000.
Yep.
His darty V fucking tongue
Oh, yeah.
is so ugly.
V tongue.
It's so bad.
Oh god.
And Benny's arm.
Oh.
What? Like, it's like, what is it? Like a cockroach or something.
Wow. Yeah. Almost. Yeah.
And
like
how
a
you
cockroach.
hiding that?
It folds
Like
it up.
it folds up
It's a
onto
fold
it.
up. It's a fold
So
away.
is his arm?
It's a fold away.
But is his hand on his elbow?
Yeah, no, yes.
It's weird.
And he puts a hand. Yeah.
Puts
Well,
his-
no, I think it goes back. It's more there.
yeah, no,
Right.
he folds it under, it goes into the top of his hand there. So he's got like
Yeah.
that arm.
Off his.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that's it for good, the bad, the ugly. Now it is Dan's quick fire. Take it away.
Yes, welcome back, F-Wits. First up,
Welcome back.
look-alike. The dream was your ticket out. Welcome back. Yes, look-alike and or Morgs alike. Not worth fighting it after some 150 odd episodes. Gentlemen, anyone that looked like someone
Yeah,
else or
I
happened
do.
to look like
Oh, well,
me.
Let's go to Venusville.
Well, this bloke, he was a pretty good bloke. He's the bloke that chatted to Doug Quaid in the train in Mars. He had the quick cameo. His name's Mickey Jones.
Okay.
He's a dead ringer for Fat Morgs.
That's the Morgs
with
alike
his
for
red
sure.
beard.
That's
Do you remember
the
if he was the guy?
Yeah, I know. He actually looked like the guy out of Roadhouse that gets the bear falling on
Yes.
him.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, yeah, the laugh ending.
The
of
laugh
Rowan
ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does look a bit like.
Now, are we leaving the elephant in the room? It's definitely Quato.
Quato or Tony.
It's definitely Quato. Tony.
Tony.
I reckon I was also the salesman at Rekall.
That's
Ooh,
actually
he
a
was-
good one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
actually a good one.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah,
bit slick
quite
Rick,
slick.
slick
He was
Morgs. sort of
slick.
run a
He was
slick
very
dude back
slippery
in the day.
Morgs.
Yeah.
Slippery Morgs.
Mm.
So it's either
any other-
Quato, Tony, or the salesman.
no,
One
if
of
it's
them.
Quato. I
One
think
of them, yeah.
Quato's host. Yes, I can see that.
Both Quatos, the host and Quato.
Yeah.
Quato.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right,
Brutal.
I'll accept all of those. Quato's a bit harder to take, but I'll accept it. Next up, 5-minute movie. What could one of the characters have done to
Twins.
make this really fast movie, Damo?
Well, as we said, just kill him at Rekall with
Yeah.
the tranquilizers.
Yeah.
But it's you can't really do this one that quick. I don't.
Oh no,
think.
just be happy pounding Sharon Stone.
If they were any good at their job, they would have come back quickly to Earth and just killed him.
But the
Yeah.
whole point of the show was to kill Quato.
Yeah, he wanted him. The plan was always to bring him back to Mars.
Yeah.
True, you're right.
Because Quato could read
He'd
minds.
infiltrated.
Yeah, because he could read minds and go, hang on, this guy's an imposter. So that was the whole point. But I don't know how you could kill Quato quickly.
Why didn't they just
Well-
shut down the reactors on a few of the things and say, if you don't come out, we can just let all the people die,
Could've
which
done
was what they were doing anyway.
Which is what they
That's a
did.
good call, Gal. Yeah,
He could
Quaid
have just killed them all. Because in the end, he didn't care, did he?
No,
Cohagen
the
didn't care.
longest game
Just-
in history, and he
Yeah,
could have just turned the fans off.
Yeah,
Excellent,
kill them all.
G-Man.
Yep.
Well played. All right, next up, the golden ticket. Anything from the movies passed over into popular culture, G-Man. Popular culture? It's like culture.
Oh, jeez, I don't know. What is
There's
it?
heaps.
Three tits.
Yeah, three
Three
boobs,
tits?
maybe?
Quato?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Quato.
I
Yeah,
think
definitely
Quato.
Quato, because we say that all the time.
Rekall?
Consider it
Yeah.
a divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. Even 2 weeks, 5 kids to feed. I don't know.
Yeah.
People say that sort of shit.
There's a bit. There's a bit.
Nice. I'll
Cohagen.
accept all those. Next up, big faced lookouts for the biggest douchebag character, Whitey.
I'm going with Benny.
Yep.
Yeah, Benny's
Yep.
not
Yeah,
good.
Benny's
Totally.
a turncoat against his own.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Kenzie's own kind. Yeah.
He's the biggest
Yeah,
douchebag.
definitely.
Excellent.
Oh.
Accept that. Steven Seagal running for a particularly poor display of athletic prowess. G, anyone in there that you thought you're a bit of an uncord?
I didn't. I did have one. I can't remember what it was. Thought Arnie was all right. He ran okay.
Yeah, for a big man, Arnie moves well.
No, mainly probably just the cops.
Yeah, it's the
Melina's
cops.
got Rachel Ticotin. She's a bit crazy legged when you saw the wide shot on her running.
Ticketmaster.
She wasn't as athletic in the wide shot as she was in the tights.
Demure
Um,
and sleazy.
But yeah, no, mate, I think most people handle themselves well. All the big grade, the henchmen, yeah, they were fine. Righto.
Yeah.
Robot sentries for any additional scenes you may have wanted to see about what was happening to Dougie Quaid up on Mars. Anything else you wanted to know, really? Why do you want to know a bit more about Quahagen?
Yeah, well, I just think they could have.
yeah.
Yeah, they could have gone a little bit more into why that was and what was happening, because they didn't really explain that. Like, I get they don't explain about Doug Quaid because you're not supposed to know, and he's trying to figure it out.
Quaid.
But you didn't really find out why Ronnie was running the cops and
Yeah.
what the whole end game was for him.
One of the things they taught us back in film school back in the day was that you don't want your antagonist and your protagonist to be completely evil and completely good. You want to have a little bit of grey in area. And that would be my only complaint with Ronnie Cox, is that he's evil and
Yeah.
just gets more eviler. There's no,
Yeah.
we really don't understand any more motivation other than he's a cunt.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
He
he is.
is.
He is.
Yeah, there's no moral dilemma there or anything, is there?
No.
He's
He's
just
not.
bad.
He doesn't seem to be fighting
No
for any
ethical
other
stuff,
reason
yeah.
than, no, he's a cockhead. So, okay, nice one. Didn't really need to say any more. Lastly, Whitey's Brad Pitt for what you would like to do to the three-breasted hooker in Venusville. Damo, you obviously have a penchant for the smaller person in Venusville.
Yeah, the little midget prostitute.
Some Melina.
Yeah,
She's
she
good
was
with a gun. She's good with it. She drops a good quip.
she's good, but to knock out Sharon Stone, she must be really bloody good.
Yeah.
But she's quick. She's quick for a three-way.
Yeah, okay.
You need any help with
Yeah,
him?
Well,
let
then
me
you got the
let me know if you need any help with this one.
Well, you got the one with the 3 Norks, so
Yeah,
and Sharon.
and Sharon and
Well,
Rachel.
it's Sharon. It's Sharon.
Yeah,
You
if you
can't
go-
go past Sharon Stone, surely.
It would be
can't.
very
I'm going the
difficult to go past.
I'm going the midget prostitute.
Excellent, Damo.
Excellent. Good. Showing his
That's why
cards.
you are you. And that was Quickfire. Well done, gentlemen.
Okay, listen to this G-Man who is on fire today. Let's see if he can make himself laugh one last time. Take it away.
Okay. Whitey, I don't know if you noticed this, but you might like Mars because when they did...
Three tits?
Yeah, the
Yep.
three tits. Of course you
Yep.
love that. When they did the advertising, Coke was only advertised on Earth, but Pepsi only on Mars.
Well, do you know why? New generation. Up there on Mars.
So, mate, you might be a Mars man.
Well, I love a Mars.
Did
Have a
you
look
see
at
the
me.
Jack in the Box up there on Mars, G-Man?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, God.
That's what you want to do in the cupboard, going back to the 90s, Morgs.
No, that was our first fast food experience in Hawaii back on the start of our
Oh,
travel.
we haven't done travel stories for a
Yeah,
while.
G and I.
Let's
if
hold
it's
it out
not-
for a bit
oh,
longer.
No, but yeah, we took on the
Deserted it.
world. We went around the globe. Gal did some drilling.
We're actually, Morgs and I had a production meeting at New Year's, and we decided to add a new segment into the show. It's called Fun with Morgs and Gow. And we're just going to, I think it's something like Fun with Morgs and Gow.
Yeah.
We need Strangle.
It's
we
time
you're the
to
only good
fast
Kiwi. We
forward
need a
now.
sneeze.
Or maybe we get Strangles to do something a bit earthy, like Fun with Morgs and Gow.
Yeah.
Fun with. Wow.
Yeah, and just talk about our adventures,
Yeah.
really.
Good.
This
That
could be a
could be maybe where we go take a shit.
You can 15 seconds
On the
forward that.
computer.
It could be like what they used to have in the movies in the olden days. Intermission.
Yeah.
Could be intermission. It's fun with
Popcorn.
Morgs and Gow.
Yeah.
Fun with Morgs and Gow. For everyone,
Gow
it's
roots them.
intermission now.
Every week, Gal roots another 10.
Shoplifts the pootie way back then. All right, G.
All right. Look, I remembered now when we said someone else was attached to it originally as an actor, it was Patrick Swayze.
Oh.
Now he was signed to play Quaid, and it was actually a pre-production. It was going to be done in Australia with Bruce Beresford as the director. But early in pre-production, the company almost went bankrupt, and Arnold Schwarzenegger heard about it, purchased it, and got Carolco to do it, and then said, "Hey, let's change it up and fit me." So that's what we talked about earlier. That's why it all came about.
Nice.
Yeah. Apart from that, that's it. That'll do me.
Damo.
Yes. Well, Lycia Naff, who was 3 Norks,
Yes.
said, actually, speaking of Norks, but anyway, Paul Verhoeven wanted her to have 4 Norks.
Yeah. Just too many.
Oh yeah.
But the feedback was that her quote, I looked too bovine, like a cow ready to be milked, and that wasn't sexy.
No, but 3 was just the right.
3's fine. Yep.
Now, I think what is a good spot now that we've got you here,
Yeah.
we're going to go into
Snobs
report.
Okay, Cockburn in here. So as I said at the beginning, this is a potential Snobs Report Hall of Famer.
Oh,
Sharon
hands
Stone.
down.
So,
hands
so,
down.
so old 3 Norks, Lycia Naff, she never gets them out again.
Now, she had massive issues with
Yeah, she
doing the
did.
scene.
Yeah, she felt really bad
Yeah,
about doing it.
she was crying. Like, she had
Yeah.
massive issues.
Yeah, trauma.
Yeah.
Really felt horrible doing it. She said
They weren't even her Norgs. They
Yeah,
were
so
fake.
they
weren't
none
actually hers,
none of
so-
the Norgs were hers.
Yeah.
but she just said she felt really, probably like a prostitute.
But it'd be like Mark
they-
Wahlberg going, "Yeah, I feel ashamed about my cock at the end of Boogie Nights."
Yeah.
It's not his cock.
No, that's true. Yeah.
She didn't do a lot. I mean, she did Total Recall.
No.
And after that, did like
Nah.
1 episodes of TV Law and Order Without a Trace. Didn't do a lot of stuff.
No, gone.
Disappointing.
But anyway, back to
Mate,
our.
there obviously wasn't a lot called for 3 Norgs in a lot of TV back in 1990.
No, it
Wasn't her deformity? A lot. It's not like, well, we got to get the girl with the 3 Norgs.
No.
They
No,
were plastic.
they were, fakies. Benny had a good handful, didn't he? Benny?
He loved them.
he-
I wish I had 3 hands. Instead, he's got the fork.
But Sharon Stone obviously is the potential Hall of Famer. Undeniable.
No, not potential.
well,
Jeez.
well, it hasn't been, and no Hall of Fame's been announced yet. So
It's coming though.
Yeah.
Like Morgs in the cupboard.
yeah.
Yeah.
So she started her Norks in Action Jackson.
Yes.
Side boob though, but also
Well, you got to start with side boob. don't you?
yeah,
You
yeah,
just
that's
go
true.
straight out.
But also
Is there any
There-
Carl
there
Weathers
is-
side dick?
no. Do you remember the who we catered for in the last Snobs Report when we did Star Wars? Necrophilia fans. So Sharon Stone's dead.
Ray.
When she's dead in this movie,
Ah, yeah.
police come in full Norks, snobs. So if you're into necrophilia, have a look at
And
Action
who is it?
Jackson.
I mean, yeah.
No. So in Obviously won't go to the famous one yet, but The Quick and the Dead, down blouse, very similar
Yep.
to the
To
down
this?
blouse scene.
In this.
Exactly the same
Yeah.
sort of thing, same angle, same everything. In Sliver is an absolute joke. It's all silhouette
Pathetic.
crap.
Oh,
But you
Billy
know
Boyd
what?
was-
Apparently, her and Billy had sex for real.
Yeah. But as a
Oh.
silhouette for us poor old
I flip it
souls.
for real.
I flip it for real.
I set you for real.
Yeah.
But obviously, where
fun.
she becomes a Hall of Famer is Basic Instinct,
Oh, yeah.
both 1 and 2. Obviously, number 1, 1988.
Two's tragic. But anyway.
Incredible. Yeah, but number 1 is just full on. and
Catherine Trammell, one of the great female characters in cinema history.
Spudgersine. Actually, when you talk about Basic Instinct, you always go to the Spadger scene. When you talk about Misery, you go to the Cobbled scene. When you go to Total Recall, 3 tits.
3 tits.
Totally.
They're sort of totally. But also 2006, Basic Instinct 2, Sharon Stone gets the gear off again, and she still looks fantastic.
She's a beautiful woman.
So yeah, she's a dead set Hall of Famer for both Basic Instinct 1, 1988, and 2, 2006, 18 years later.
Wow.
That's not too bad.
That's Sophie Marceau like.
Well, yeah, not to that.
18 to 55.
Yeah, that's she was the best.
Yeah.
Anyway, and that's it for the Snobs Report.
Snobs Report.
Cockburn out.
Okay.
Okay.
You got any more? Listen to this.
No other listen to this.
Dan, listen to this.
Oh, we touched on the fact that it's a little ambiguous as to whether it is a dream or reality within the film. But that was Paul Verhoeven. He was brought on by Schwarzenegger, who had a lot of control over the project when he got his mates Vanya and Maria Kassar on board. And Verhoeven, when he read the script, he did a lot of changes, but he really wanted it to be so that we as the audience weren't sure if it was a dream or not. So I think that's excellent and isn't done enough in films, keeping us guessing. So, very, very cool.
Okay, you'll see at the start of the movie, this is actually produced by Ronald Shusett. Now, remember Ronald Shusett and Dan O'Bannon from
Yeah, Dan
Alien
O'Bannon, yeah.
fame. So they first started working on this screenplay back in the 70s, quickly realised this was going to be far too expensive. So then they put it off and they thought they'd write a movie about a space monster terrorising a spaceship crew, which became Alien.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so they, which is one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yep.
So apparently, Arnold Schwarzenegger, apparently he's a bit of a legend fella, right? Does love the flange.
Oh,
He-
loves
He's quite a
Ruben.
pants
likes,
man.
likes a maid.
Doesn't mind
He
the maid,
loves a
yeah.
maid.
Yeah.
And not like the Catherine Qualley, Margaret Qualley from The Maid. No.
Do you think he's a big fan of Made in Manhattan like Damo?
Oh my God. Yeah, he would. He would have jumped all over J-Lo.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'd be a fan of that. Rafe Fiennes.
Wow. But apparently Michael Ironside was spending a lot of time on his phone and he was on the phone to his sister who had cancer.
Oh, I did read that. Yes.
Schwarzenegger found out about it and then started talking to the sister and gave her a diet, gave her some stuff to take, and she got better.
Yeah.
And they've, never stopped thanking him. So a bit of a legend, old Schwartz.
Yep.
One of the last major Hollywood blockbusters to use miniatures.
Miniature.
Yes.
And miniature teeth, yes.
Just like Gow when he eats.
See, that could have been my career in Hollywood. I could have been a teeth double.
No, as I said, teeth consultant.
Teeth consultant.
one of the last movies.
You've lost the plot.
Oh fuck! Oh, I'm gone. Just like when he eats. My God. Oh, that's cruel.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. So, to coincide with the release of the movie, Sharon Stone posed nude in Playboy.
That's right.
Oh.
That's when she did a
That
nude.
should have been in my snob.
You have that
Should've
one,
been your
Damo?
first report.
Yeah, you've got, because you've got Linda Blair.
Yes, true. Yes, Linda Blair did Playboy and somebody else in some movie. Oh, the oldest daughter in Home Alone.
She did.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, and no, she didn't do that. It was the TV reporter that was in Home Alone. You know, in the magazine that the oldest.
Oh, that's right.
the,
That's right.
The son had.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what it was.
The original cut was threatened with an X rating, and they had to
X?
trim some of the violence to get R. Still
Jeez.
pretty heavy.
Jeez.
Still pretty heavy. And Gow, you said earlier, it took 15 puppeteers to control Quato.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot of people. That's more than Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, that's full on.
Yeah. So there you go. Quotables, Damo.
Yeah, well, I only had that one where it's like, I don't blame you, man. I wouldn't want a guy like Quaid porking my old lady. You're saying she likes it? Nah, I'm saying she hated every minute of it. And he said it with that big smile on his face.
So good.
Old glasses.
Yeah.
Old glasses, yeah. G-Man, you got anything?
Oh, we've already said them. Like, you got a lot of nerve showing your face around here. Look who's talking.
Yeah.
Consider that the divorce.
There's a lot of one-liners,
Yeah.
isn't there? Dan, you got anything?
When he kills Benny in the
yeah.
rock cure. Screw you!
There was one where Bell when he just goes, "Fuck you, asshole."
In this one,
Yeah, fuck you, asshole. Bell was losing it.
he says that in
It
Terminator.
says in Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah. So quite funny. Okay, there's heaps. We'll leave it there.
See you at the party, Richter.
Oh, that's funny, that. 1 degree of Kurt Russell. We've done it before. It is Jerry Goldsmith.
Oh.
I think he did executive decision.
Yeah, he did.
He did executive
One of
decision.
those, wasn't it? Yeah, something
I
like
think
that.
it's executive decision. Yeah. We've had him before. Film school for F-wits. Take it away, Daniel.
Yes, F-Wits. This week, I thought we'd look a bit more into the business of film and some very shrewd actors who have made a ton of freight by making their deal a little bit more tied to the performance of the film rather than taking a huge upfront salary. Now, the reason we're looking at that is because it's exactly what Arnold Schwarzenegger did for Total Recall. So whilst he was putting together his super team of the Coralco guys, Vanya and Kassar, and Paul Verhoeven and a whole heap of Paul Verhoeven's crew that came over from RoboCop, he was actually designing himself a very sweet deal for what was rumored to be the most expensive film, or one of the most expensive films of all time at the time. He actually said, look, I'm just going to take 10 million, which was still a considerable amount for a leading man, but because Schwarzenegger and Stallone were at their peak of their powers, they could command that sort of freight. But he also said, look, I'll only take 10, but I'm going to take 15% of the gross. And it wasn't something that was very common in the time. And he was super shrewd and ended up making a fortune because the film did quite well. So tripled his money, 3-4x, based on the fact that it did a couple of $100 million. So it sort of started a bit of a tradition with really smart agents and really smart actors looking at what they could do in lieu of taking a big upfront fee. So I thought I'd just take a look at a few. Some of them you'll know, some of them you probably won't. So one that you undoubtedly do know would be Mr. Tom Cruise. So, of course, for Top Gun Maverick, we couldn't have had that film without him. And obviously he's not stupid, so he knew that he was pinnacle and he was going to be necessary. And he made it one of the biggest paydays for an actor ever. So it's rumored that he only took a paycheck of around 20 million for Top Gun Maverick, which again, huge amount of freight, but comparatively not with the top end of Hollywood. But with his back end deal, it looks like he's netted upwards of $100 million for that role.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? So, but that you can kind of understand that because that was such a huge hit, and Whitey's mentioned many times that probably saved cinema or did a big help to prolong the cinema experience. So, but there's a whole heap of others that you probably aren't aware in. So, one that really tickled my fancy was the film Gravity with Sandra Bullock and the Clooney, but not who you're probably thinking. It was actually Sandra Bullock who was super smart on this one. So she, again, took $20 million, a huge amount of freight, but also had a massive back-end deal which netted her $70 million for the film Gravity.
Far out.
Isn't that crazy? So it's super
Yeah.
smart. Another one that you probably are aware of, Johnny Depp, although he's probably gone on to spend it all on red wine. He, from the Pirates of the Caribbean films, would take a salary of around $10 million and took a paycheck from all of those films. Take a guess how much he's earned from the Pirates of the
200 million.
Caribbean films.
350.
$300 million
my
US
God.
dollars. Crazy. So another one you probably wouldn't have thought of. Do you remember the film Bad Teacher with Cameron Diaz?
Yes.
Well, you may have noticed that she retired from Hollywood not long after. And the reason she did that was because she took a salary of $1 million on that, but tied her payment into the performance of the film. It made $216 million worldwide. She took home $42 million of that.
For that.
Far
$42
out.
million for Bad Teacher, which is a particularly shit film. A couple of funny bits,
Shit.
but mostly shit. Yes. I mean, Tom Hanks is a bit of a master. He would get for films like Saving Private Ryan, he actually wouldn't take any salary at all. And he would
Saving
just tie
Ryan's
his
Privates.
all into Saving Ryan's Privates. So he took $40 million for Saving Private Ryan as a completely back-end deal, no upfronts. So look, I guess that the most surprising to me there was Sandra Bullock and Cameron Diaz. But just finally, another super smart one for a film that I didn't like. I remember Whitey loved it at the time, but 1989's Batman. Jack Nicholson actually, to join the party, took a $20 million paycheck in 1989. Again, huge amount of freight, but with all of his back-end deals and how that did well with merchandising and total sales, took home $60 million for acting in that movie. So a bit more of a business thing. So once you hit the top echelon of Hollywood actors, you can actually skin the cat a few ways to make sure. And the producers are often into it, especially if they're not sure how the film's going to go. They're incentivized to say, right, well, if it goes well, we all win. And if it doesn't go too well, then we don't have to outlay such a huge upfront fee to get the star power that will hopefully make the film do well. So there you go. Film school for F-wits about the freight.
Well, a lot of directors do that generally. Steven Spielberg's big at that. I think he made like 135 million for Jurassic Park.
Crazy.
Something crazy. So Spielberg's a master. And obviously George Lucas did it with Star Wars and all that kind of stuff. But, I
was just the one story more, which is the opposite of that, is Matt Damon and Avatar.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Where he turned down 10% of Avatar.
That's really dumb. Matt Damon.
It would have been the biggest paycheck.
He was working on
in
post-production for
Hollywood
the
history.
Bourne Ultimatum. And he was like, yeah, no, I'll turn that down. And he's like,
The Bourne's pretty sweet, but yeah. It's
That
not
would have been 200 million
$200
for the first one, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
it was 300. No, it was 300 million for the first one. And then,
Crazy.
it was, that was the Sam Worthington role.
Which he got paid
Wow.
300,000. Sam Worthington.
Yeah.
And acted like it too.
Yeah.
Look, it's the celebration of Dan as we move into kick-ass credit song.
yeah.
He's had a long time layoff.
But he's got a.
I
He's
have.
had an Arnold. He's already had an Arnold song
He
previously.
did
hasn't he?
Commando. Icta Svida Svarks.
Yeah, so this is his wheelhouse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger's his thing.
It is.
Look, I telegraphed this one a little earlier. Now, this one's it's about someone, and I think we're going to pick it. So I'm just going to sing it. You're going to wonder who it's about. I'm just going to get into it. It doesn't have a title because that would give it away. I'm just going to go straight into singing it. All right.
Go for it.
Here we go. Kick-ass credit song. 1990, just a redhead kid. Claims he's strawberry blonde. We know that's bullshit. Loves to play footy, surf, and dancer. On Thursdays at Rocklily, trying to get in their pantser. One Friday night at the Ringle Mall Twin, he sees on the big screen Arnie kicking us again. Total recalls the film that gets his blood flowing, but it wasn't Cole Hagen who got his dick growing.
Venusville's last resort. The three-breasted hooker. He feels a little strange, gets his mind a cook.
Philip K. Dick.
Smash cut 35 years later, 2025. That image never left him. Cans on screen, that fine. He dedicates his life to the boobies in celluloid. The spokes report is born and a journalist is employed. The Snobs report. It's on screen. The Snobs report. A young Reddit's wet dream. The Snobs report. I bet he's having a dick. The Snobs report. At three business.
The three-breasted chick.
Sorry, I'll edit that, big babe. The Snobs report. A three-breasted women turn in a trick. The Snobs report. A life's crusade. The Snobs report. Counting the press on display. The Snobs report. Snobs report.
Cockburn out.
Oh,
That's got to be the jingle.
that's going to be the
It's got to be the
it.
jingle.
For
Put
the
in
Snobs
for
report.
Snobs report. It's not going to be because that sounds a bit. That
It's
sounds.
the Snobs report.
Yeah, Snobs report.
Damo's having a dick.
So who was it about anyway?
I bet he's having a dick.
That is an excellent song. Ring 'em all twin.
Oh
Covered
god,
everything, Morgs. That was
Funny.
awesome.
very
Oh,
funny.
I
Well done.
What a
A little bit
magical.
of a rock lily in there trying to get in their pants.
Snobs report.
Very funny. We have found a new jingle.
That's a new jingle.
Star of the show. Daniel, we'll stick with you. Who you got?
Oh, look, Arnold Schwarzenegger, super, very talented. I mean, acting, yeah, fine. He's excellent in this, really good tone. But I like the fact that he put this whole project together. He picked his producing mates. He got them to buy it. He picked his director, and the result is excellent. Well done, Mr. Schwarzenegger.
Damo. Sidimi.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Big Arnie as well. Because when this movie came out, I wanted to see because it was a Schwarzenegger movie.
For sure.
It was like, you know, the run-in with Predator, and I don't know if Running Man was before or after
It was
this.
before.
Yeah.
It was 88.
Well, to me, it was, like Terminator, Running Man, Predator. Holy crap. They're like three of them are the best Schwartzes for me.
Yeah.
And then going into this, that's the reason why I went and saw this movie.
For sure.
Schwarzenegger.
G-Man.
Agree, guy.
Yeah, I think it's a 4 for Arnie. Superstar. Well done. The Rank Bank. Now, I've made what one may call an executive decision here. I'm giving us no other options. It's 3 titted hookers, and that is it.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with you on the end of the couch, G-Man. How many 3 titted hookers are you giving Total Recall?
I haven't watched this one for quite a long time. It was a decent rewatch. I liked it. I'm going to give it 3.25.
Wow.
pretty good.
Okay. 3.25. Okay. Daniel, up on the land. How many
Yeah.
3 titted hookers?
I liked it a bit more than that. Again, I hadn't seen it like G-Man for a while, but I had a very good experience rewatching it. I'm going to give it 4 3 titted hookers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Good call. I like it. Dimmy Cockburn.
I do like this movie, but I don't know. There's some bits in it where I kind of zone out a little bit, but I still think it's a bloody good show. I'm giving it 3.5 3 titted hookers. Or
Okay.
what is it?
3 titted hookers.
three titted
Yeah,
hookers.
3
right,
titted
yeah.
hookers. Okay, gentlemen, I'm going to be the high score here. 4.25
Ooh.
3 titted hookers. I really, really enjoyed this rewatch. I think it was helped by watching with Belle.
Yeah, I think so.
Because to see how much she was invested in
Yeah.
it made me enjoy it more.
Yeah.
And she did tell me to shut up when I was doing some of the one-liners before he said them. Dad, can you just shut up?
Fair enough.
So 4.25 3 titted hookers for me. G-Man.
This is a tough maths one.
This
This
is-
one.
You haven't inputted them into your.
Oh, I haven't
spreadsheet.
either. I thought.
Oh, for
I thought you
God's
had
sake.
it.
What did
Bloody-
Morgs give it? I'll just
Hang
look
on.
at
Morgs was a 4.
4.
And what did you, Damo?
3.5.
3.5.
You got them? Is it all working?
Should be. Okay, give me a second. Just talk between yourselves.
So, G-Man, how many 3 titted hookers
Hold on.
for one more day?
This is a tough. This is a
Hold
tough
on.
add,
For one
add
more
up. This one.
day.
There's 4 all different numbers.
All different
It's
numbers.
a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. I have to.
Things will go your way.
Hold on for one more day.
I think the calls are out or coming out in concert.
I know that they're.
That's
This is
good.
Wilson
I wonder
Phillips.
if they know the
Cheerleaders
Wilson
do.
Phillips cast.
This is Wilson
Yeah,
Phillips.
it's got nothing to do with them.
Did you know that what Wilson Phillips was number 1 in this year?
Oh,
in
really?
1990?
Hold on.
I
one more
know
day.
that there is pain, but if you hold on for
What
one
does
more
Gervais
day.
say about the cause in the office?
I don't know.
Who?
Ricky.
Gervais in the office when he talks about
I
Root
don't
and
know.
There you go,
McCall.
Jimmy. There you go.
Yeah, I'm here. I was listening to Morgs.
Does he? Not the brother though.
Yeah, that's
All
right.
of them.
Okay,
All of them.
this brings us in at 3.753 titted hookers.
Pretty good. Wow, pretty good.
That's equal with 3.75 all-time soundtracks.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah, I remember it. I didn't do it though. I don't think I did that one.
Oh, it's Rocky.
Rocky 4.
Rocky 4.
I didn't do that one.
3.75 Grabthar's Hammers.
Oh, Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
3.75 Head or Guts.
Oh,
Head or gut?
that's
Head or gut?
that's hang on.
Last
Head or
Boy
gut.
Scout?
Yep. Well
Yep.
done.
Okay. Yep.
3.75 Sandwich Slaps.
Oh, is that's Chevy Chase?
Vacation.
And 3.75
Greatest dance in a movie.
Stifler's Mums.
American Pie.
And 3.75 Son of Bitch Shits.
Stripes.
So
Oh.
a lot of them in there. That takes us in around number 78. It was right below Grease and
Okay.
Remember the
Oh,
Titans.
below
And
Grease.
above, above, there's something about Mary and RoboCop.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
it's close to RoboCop though.
Yeah, very close.
Yeah, very similar.
3.67 RoboCop.
Oh, okay, well there you go. There you go. Verhoeven. That's
Verhoeven.
his spot. What was Basic Instinct? Oh, probably not.
I don't know.
I think
It's
I think Basic Instinct scored pretty well, but not as high as that.
I think I gave it a pretty high score. I don't know if you guys.
You gave it 12 out of 10 on the Snorbs.
well. It was
And Genie Triple Blurter.
triple blur.
Yeah, I'll triple blur.
Gentlemen, we've come to the end. I think that Total Recall right in the middle there. Right in the middle, and well done. It was good to have all of us back. Dan, so thankful for you fixing your technical issues,
Thank you. Good to
and
see
di-
everyone.
getting yourself a new modem. Next week, Gao is away. He's going to Shanghai Con to preach the word of Born to Watch.
Yeah. I'm going to get some new fans.
Yep.
Get some new-
Dumpling
get-
Watch.
Get some more watches.
Oh, that'd be nice. Some dumplings.
Chicken feet watch. That's what it'd be, though. Next week, I think we're going to call it a four ball.
Oh, it is.
And we're going to 1986, what some may say the greatest year of cinema
Right.
for Mannequin.
Oh.
The greatest year.
One of the great
Thrill.
songs.
Yep. Andrew McCarthy.
Starship.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to
Starship.
stop us now.
Bit of a
My
Morgs
boys love
alike,
Starship.
Andrew McCarthy.
There.
Bit of a
My
Andrew
boys
Morgs
love
alike.
Starship. Awesome.
Yeah, Andrew McCarthy, Kim Cattrall. It's going to be fun. James Spader.
Yeah, there's a few
Bit of a
80s
Morgs alike,
icons
James
in it.
Spader.
Yeah, he's a bit of a he's a bit of big Morgs alike in Mannequin. Big Morgs alike.
What about McCarthy? He's a bit of a Morgs like.
What about Estelle Getty?
Oh, is she in this?
He's definite Morgs
Golden
alike.
Girls.
Definite Morgs alike. What about the black gay guy that is the window dresser? He's a bit of a Morgs alike too. This is full of Morgs,
Should
this
be.
Mannequin.
Is it?
Yeah, it's full of Morgs.
course.
It's going to be fun. Back to the 80s. It's really a me and Damo movie, Mannequin. We'll have a lot of fun with it, I think.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think if I've seen it. I'm sure I have.
If you've seen it.
Yeah. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
I know I have.
I think that Mannequin was my gateway drug into Big Trouble in Little China because of
Oh.
Kim Cattrall.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah, because I had a mad crush
Yeah.
on Kim Cattrall.
Who didn't? Yeah.
Should be fun. Thank you, Daniel. Well done. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. G-Man, have fun in China. Don't catch bird flu. Damo, see you next week. Get
Yep.
over your bird flu.
Yeah, I got bird flu.
And from
Yep.
me, we'll see you next week with Mannequin. It's going to be fun. Let them see we're crazy. Bye for now.
Yeah,
Quato Chopper's out.